Well, you've heard of writer's block. I think I had editor's block. Vern Kyle here. I'm going to upload some videos from footage that I shot last summer. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting below. I hope you enjoy. So here we are on the Yellowhead Trail, and this is the first day here for me. I just moved over here from a different site, and we are putting 20 mil down, 20 mil gravel, and we're putting 150 mils approximately. You can see along the existing here how much asphalt there is, and you see we're just adding basically to the bottom of the asphalt. And this one is a crossfall. It's 2%. So it's a pretty easy job, really. 2% crossfall. On this little stretch, there's not a lot of obstacles, so it makes it kind of nice. The bottom here is 63 mil. It's recycled material. And the edge, this edge, we're not quite bringing it out right to the edge because they gotta dig this part out later and put some more underground in here. Put some more pipes in the ground here. So we're not quite going all the way out to the edge with it. So along the asphalt, it's pretty easy to check grade because we're just checking grade off the existing asphalt. And so that makes it pretty easy. But on this side, it's a little more difficult to check grade. We're going off some nails here that surveyors put in. So we'll have to use a longer level to check grade on this side. But this is going to be a pretty easy job. It isn't a hard job to do. You know, it's going to have to be right on. In the end, it's going to have to be right on grade because it's what we're going to pave on. It's the last lift, but it's a pretty easy spot to do. Straight crossfall, not difficult. So in the end, we'll put boning dots on the high side, and we'll put boning dots on the low side and just bone across it. And like I say, it's a straight crossfall. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm gonna mount my camera to my hard hat, and I'll do some footage inside the grader. And yeah, hopefully this will give you some entertainment a little bit. Now over to the left-hand side of my grader is L. Normally he stays upright on the job. Now I'm going to put the gravel in the top side. Work on the perimeters. You gotta make sure you don't get gravel. I don't want any gravel gravel to go past that line. So you gotta make sure no gravel does that. Here's my grade, people. So I'm going to put a windrow out there. I'm going to put a windrow out there so that I can, right there, I'll put that windrow along there, and I'm just going to take it out a little farther, and then I'm going to wheel pack it and I'll cut it off. Take it out just so that I don't want to ever go past that line. I'm trying to get out to that pink line that's right there. So I don't want to go past that line with this windrow or else it gets messy. So I'll take the windrow out to that line and make sure it doesn't ever go past that line. Wheel up on it and I'll cut it off. I'll run my front wheel on it as I cut it off. I'll just run my one front wheel on it so that it packs a little bit before I cut it. And I'm going to try to put in about 150, something like that. Something like that. Got a 1. See, there's a cut of 4 there. Pack this side a little bit more. Run my wheel on it a few times, just so when they measure it, it's more accurate a measurement. Otherwise, it'll just keep dropping off a little bit if you don't do that. I think I'll cut this 4 off.
Good little pad. Two passes. This thing's cool. That's L. Focus failed. All right.
Oh shit. You like see it moving too. That's so sick.
Like you see it trying to like stabilize. I turned it full sideways, and it just like it flicked to side view. Oh, he's going up there. He's cutting a couple numbers up there. Look at the blade. Barely touching the ground. See it from the back angle. Nice hitting this pile. Watch the blade from the high side. Gap at the bottom. Let's watch his blade placement from the front angle. Watch that blade placement. Wow. Just filling in that void. Kicking it back over. Moving material. Nice and shot. Watching this couple of these numbers.
other green dot over there.
So the boning crew here is working to get boning dots on both sides. And once they've got these boning dots on, then they can measure across it to see if it's on grade right across the crosswall.
Just line yourself up with that dot.
And one thing I wanted to mention here is that on the low side here, there's no curb to contain the gravel. And when you get a situation like that, the edge has a tendency to drop off as you pack it. The gravel has a tendency to migrate out as you pack it. It could be on grade, you know, and then you pack it a couple times and it might be a fill of 1 or a fill of 2. And that can be a little bit annoying, but that's just the way it goes. You have to overbuild it by a half a meter or so, just so that the gravel's got something to hold itself on. Whereas on the high side, up toward the asphalt there, you don't have that problem because the asphalt contains the gravel. So once it's on grade, you can pack it and it pretty much stays on grade. Here there's a little bit of fill here, and so I'll just push some gravel in this direction and put those little fills in, and that should be good. Oh, thanks to Mike Rogers for shooting some video on this job.
And I suppose we can make a station on the next one.
And there it's recording. And now it's got him on it. And now it's got you on it.
Proof that we were here. Look at it, like you can see it
And
stabilizing.
now it's got Keith on it.
That's sick. You can see it like turning with the camera wheel. That's sick. I didn't know it did that. I got
Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.